Zwei, Longinus, Drake, Spiral Dash Metsu has been out for a couple of months and it really did shake up the metagame. With the layer base having a lot of metal and no rubber at all, making it so that it doesn't have much friction but it still has high attack potential, it basically shuts down all of Judgment Joker combos. This thing is also very good with the same combos that Judgment Joker works on, which means you can use this to basically replace Judgment Joker in your deck, or you can use it along with Judgment Joker so you have more options that are very good. In any case, Zwei Longinus was a wonderful addition to our meta that made attack types great again. The driver Spiral Dash is actually the first form of Spiral that I ever got to use. I didn't have the original, so I didn't really know what I was getting into. However, I instantly figured out why no one used this. This is basically jaggy with slopes that no one really cares about. These slopes are also present on Jolts, so there's a trend between Longinuses. Anyway, Spiral Dash, of course, is a dash driver, so it does come with the red lock as well as the golden spring. However, this doesn't mean it's going to be good at all. It's actual garbage, so you don't really need it. The Drake disc, while looking very cool, is honestly a waste of space. This disc is way too bulky, as well as just way too jagged for it to work in any attack type combos, which relatively are at an angle. Not to mention, even on defense type combos, it's swaying a little bit would allow it to scrape, which is just absolute garbage. You don't want to scrape. Furthermore, this thing is not the heaviest disc around, and there are much more heavier discs out in the game already, so there's literally no point in using Drake, aside from, you know, it looking cool, which I guess it is, because it has two dragons on it, and what's cooler than dragons, right? But yeah, I really don't see a point in this disc, so there's no need to keep it for a combo. This is the best thing that happened to left spins since House Salamander, and it's been a whole year since that thing came out. So let's dissect this thing Gachinko chip down and see what makes it tick. The Longinus Gachinko chip is the second best Gachinko chip for left spins out there. First, in my opinion, is Fafnir. Now this is because left spin attack bases, or attack bases in general, have a thicker sliding mechanism, which makes it much harder for the clicks to be undone. Unlike defense and stamina type bases, where it's thinner, making it easier to burst, which is why if you put Valkyrie on Grand, it becomes easier to burst. So yeah, I do prefer Fafnir because it has more teeth on it, making it have more locks. But Longinus is very good if you don't have Fafnir. The Metsu layer weight is a brand new layer weight that has two heavy parts at each end. However, its overall weight is very light. Now, this weight was specifically designed for Zwei, and you can just see it from how the gimmick is supposed to work for Zwei, where it all lines up. So this thing is not going to be good on any other layer base. The layer-based Zwei really did shake up the Beyblade Burst GT meta, as well as the Chosetsu meta, as this is the first layer base with metal on it. It is also paying homage to the original Longinus, for not only having two metal pieces, but also having the two blue pieces, which is actually very cool. It's been a very long time since we got a blue sticker on Longinus. Although I do prefer the purple on it, but however, the two weights on it really do add the attack potential for this Beyblade. However, its shape actually makes it so that it doesn't have as much recoil as per se Judgment Joker, which is very good, because in a Beyblade Burst Standard Stadium, any recoil could knock you out very easily, losing you the game. So let's talk about combos. So here are two combos for Zwei, one for qualifiers and one for deck. So we're going to be running the Diablo's Gachinko chip for qualifiers, and the Longinus Gachinko chip plus the Retsu weight for deck, as in deck you can't actually repeat parts and you should be using Diablos on Joker. The Blitz disc is used for both combos, in deck and qualifiers, because it is the current heaviest disc out there. Atomic is used for qualifiers, as Atomic should be used on Joker on deck. And Extend Plus is for deck, because, you know, you're going to be using Atomic on Joker. And you want to use this thing alongside Joker so you can counter anything that counters this with Joker. So yeah, let's move on to putting these Beyblades together. Zwei Diablos is really good for knocking out right spin attack type Beyblades. It's really good for bursting left spin Beyblades. Zwei Longinus Retsu on the Extend Plus is really good for debating your opponent's judgment base, because Zwei is naturally counter judgment. And since judgment's existence, it has been used a lot because it is something that is very easily exploitable. Its randomness doesn't actually exist, and Zwei keeps it in check because Zwei is very powerful. It is also very safe, and it's very good for deck and qualifiers.